Hi, Mom.
Hi!
So,
Cleaning my son's fridge.
well, you know, I didn't ask you to, but this is typically what happens when moms enter households, so thanks, Mom. What's up, feasters? Today we have a very special video because Mama Wong is back in the kitchen and we're gonna teach you 5 essential tips to making an authentic Chinese meal. And you know it's legit because Mama Wong does not mess around. But first things first, a big thanks to Chirp Audiobooks for sponsoring this video. One thing that I'm always doing when cooking, driving, cleaning, moving around the house is listening to audiobooks. I used to always have one on while I drove, but now that I spend most of my time at home, the perfect time to do so is while I cook, clean, and film. Chirp is an audiobook retailer that offers a huge selection of amazing books with limited time deals up to 95% off. And the best part about Chirp is that unlike other retailers, they don't have subscription fees or a monthly commitment. Look, you see a book you like, you can get it right then and there. Right now, I'm listening to Making Space Clutter-Free, so really I'm triple tasking. Cooking, listening to a book, and learning how to clean my kitchen and keep it tidy all at the same time. And this is a deal book right now, so for a limited time, it's only $1.99. Normally, it's $24.99. That's awesome. If you click the link in the description below and use our code FEASTOFFICTION50, you'll get 50% off your first order. Okay, Mama Wong's gonna show us how to cook a few different dishes tonight, and there are some crucial tips that you can learn and apply to almost any feast you make at home. Let's get going. Tip number 1. Prepare your ingredients beforehand. Here we have a bunch of mustard greens all chopped up and ready to cook. Now this tip is pretty obvious, but when it comes to saving time in the kitchen, having everything cut up and in containers or bowls ready to go makes the cooking process go by so much faster. Tip number 2, blanch your greens. By bringing a pot of salted water to a boil and putting your greens inside, you can blanch them. You place the veggies in the water for a couple of minutes, submerge it, and then you plunge it into ice water to stop the cooking process. It keeps that fantastic fresh green color, and then if you want to use your greens later, dry them off, put them in airtight containers, and freeze them. You can use them weeks or even months later. Now, we are going to be cooking these greens today, but if you do freeze them, it's a great way to save time in the kitchen down the line. Tip number 3. Don't be afraid to use the same pan for multiple dishes. Now, washing tons of pots and pans after you're done cooking can be one of the most time-consuming and tedious parts of cooking. But if you're open to it, Mama Wong always tries to reuse the same pan for multiple dishes if they sort of match in flavor profiles. Here you can see that we cooked our mustard greens with some oyster sauce, and then we poured it out, and then quickly just re-oiled the pan immediately, and then added the green onions in for the next dish. There was no need to clean it out or use a new pan. This dish was really simple. Just some bamboo shoots, a little bit of flavoring, and then just cook it all together. And then when you're done, pour it out. The pan's already hot and ready to go for your next dish. Just add in a little oil, a quick swirl, and we're ready to make our final dish, which leads us to tip number 4. Cook in the right order. Here we're making fanxia with shrimp. It's a classic Chinese dish, but the first thing we're gonna do is cook the shrimp about 80% of the way there, and then scoop it out into another bowl because we're gonna be adding it in later. So you can set that aside and cook that first, and then while that pan is still hot, go on and add your green onions so that you can create that aromatic flavor within the dish. Then your sliced tomatoes, a little oyster sauce, and salt, and you're gonna cover it and let it sit and simmer for the next 5 to 10 minutes, not with the shrimp in it quite yet. When you're finally at the end of the dish and you add in that shrimp, it's gonna keep that vibrant color and still look really amazing in that final product. And tip number 5, multitask. Just like I listen to Chirp audiobooks while I cook or do tasks around the house, you can multitask all over the place, especially when you're waiting on a dish to finish like we are here with the fanxia. Take this time to begin washing or soaking your dirty dishes, or in this case, try cutting up a watermelon for some dessert. Mama Wong's gonna get going on this process while she occasionally checks in on the other dish that's been cooking. And another mini tip, you can have a small plastic bag for your garbage right in front of you. It's really convenient to dispose of things like the watermelon rind, and that way you don't have to pick it up, cross the kitchen to the trash can, and potentially drip all over the place. And just like that, we made 3 super easy and quick Chinese dishes with Mama Wong in the kitchen. We were able to use one pan for everything, multitask, clean while we worked, and even prep a big bowl of fresh watermelon for dessert. I love watching and helping my mom cook because she works her way around the kitchen seamlessly. It just goes to show you that if you spend the time and effort to prepare, you're going to be thankful for just how much easier it makes the rest of the process. Thank you everyone for watching today. I recently hooked Mama Wong up with a camera of her own so she can start cooking and learning how to film as well. So if you have any requests as to what you'd like to see her make, well, make sure you leave a comment below. I've also put all the recipes we made today down there so you can try and make 1, 2, or all 3 of them yourself. And make sure to check out our affiliate link with Chirp below and use our code FEASTOFFICTION50 to get 50% off your first purchase of a Chirp audiobook. Okay everyone, see you next time.